It's your girl, Kid Cactus, and today we have a brand new Xur Inventory review for the weekend of June 27th to the 30th, and so, let's get started. Alright, let's take a look at what he has. Firstly, for the Catalyst, we have the Crimson Catalyst, as well as the Leviathan's Breath Catalyst. Well guys, Crimson Catalyst, kinda just okay to be honest. But the Leviathan's Breath Catalyst, guys, buy this if you have the Levi's Breath, because as you can see, it not only maximizes the quiver size, you're going to have more overall ammo, but actually gives it Archer's tempo to significantly increase the draw time and essentially the firing speed as you're getting precision hits. So you massively increase DPS output with the Levi's Breath. So really important catalyst for like actually improving the base weapon. Moving on from there, we've got the Orpheus rig here, 65 recovery and strength, kind of just okay. Then we've got a 69 armamentarium with a massive 29 discipline spike. That is actually crazy. Of course, this giving an extra grenade, you're going to want a lot of discipline, and the mobility spike would normally be bad, but in the Edge of Fate, mobility is turning into weapons, which that stat is going to influence how much damage you deal against minor enemies and then above 100 bosses. Now, I also want to say Armamentarium, I actually think is a decent exotic that doesn't get the love it deserves. Getting an extra grenade is super powerful, especially in the Edge of Fate, where you can spec into 200 grenade stat to get a 65% grenade damage bonus. Just having an extra one of those could be insane for certain builds. So if you don't have a better armamentarium, maybe pick this up. Again, that mobility changing to weapons next season, and of course discipline is going to stay the grenade stat. Yeah, this is going to be a banger next season. After that, guys, we have a 65 Starfire Protocol with an insane 30 recovery spike. Now, recovery is becoming recovery is becoming class. You have a little bit of a discipline spike as well. This is another fantastic role. Remember, the Starfire Protocol is getting a colossal buff next season where you don't have to be just in your Empowered Rift. It will actually also give you your Fusion Grenade energy back just while you're radiant, which is way easier to achieve, on top of also working in an Empowered Rift. So this is going to be very good. Obviously, you want max recovery, that's turning into class, max class ability energy, so you can pop your Empowered Rifts as much as possible next season. So very good as well. In fact, I'm going to buy this too. I'm going to buy this too. I don't know if I have one with as big of a perfect spike turning into class, guys. And then we also have the Stoicism, which means we got exotic class items as well. Now, keep in mind, guys, massive announcement from yesterday's weekly update. Every exotic class item in the game will get stats. It will be converted into an Armor 3.0 version as soon as the Edge of Fate launches. And you can see by these examples, you're getting a massive amount of stats. Now, the archetype is determined by the left stat, and then the tertiary stat is determined by the right stat. So if you haven't filled out your exotic class items, do so now, because they're just giving you a massive chunk of extra stats that you don't have right now, guys. Now, moving on from there, checking the random item, Crucible Engrams. If you're going after a Crucible weapon, but you don't want to play Crucible, you're going to want to pick these up. Then, guys, we've got the Prospector in terms of the random exotics. Not a bad grenade launcher, but not insane. Fighting Lion is surprisingly good. Honestly, it got a buff where it's going to now do Volatile as an effect, so that's pretty decent. Cerberus +1, interesting auto rifle here. Then we've got a Hawkmoon with Surplus. Absolutely not, guys. Now, moving on from there, for the legendary weapons, well, you know what? Overflow plus One for All on the Extraordinary Rendition is extremely good. Now, you'd want a magazine size increasing perk here, but overall, hey, if you're a new player, you need a decent submachine gun, this is definitely that. After that, we have the Distant Pull. Now, this is going to be craftable, so if you're just, one away, you can grab this, use a Deep Sight Harmonizer, and unlock the pattern, because this roll is terrible, guys, so you're not going to want that. Then we have a Lead from Gold Demo Widow's Bite, no thank you. We have an Encore Frenzy Mellow, no thank you. Killing Wind Demo Corsair's Wrath, no thank you. We have a, well, Whirlwind Blade is very good on the just in case. Energy Transfer, however, is not so good. So yeah, no thanks. Then we've got the Crown Splitter with, well, we do have flash counter, but then counter attack. I mean, actually, that is a little bit of a wombo combo there. So if you're really looking for something for your Titan Stronghold build that needs flash counter, you can consider this, but aside from that, not that amazing. Now, as for the armor, let's check the rarity of the Anti-Extinction set on Light.gg. Well, this is an OG set being added back in Season 1, Vanilla Destiny 2, and therefore it's pretty common with around 53% of Guardians having this very helmet. Now, taking a look at the rolls here, for the gauntlets, 65, not too spiky, no thank you. 66, a little bit of recovery, like not terrible, but not the best there. Then we've got 64 big spikes in resilience and intellect. Unfortunately, not too thrilled about the intellect. Then we've got, we're kind of all over the place here with these boots, but I don't think it's that good. All right, let's go check the Warlock. All right, for the Warlock, let's go and check the sword here. Thresh, counterattack, not that insane. Should mention, infinite guard, literally infinite guard. So you don't need to use the strongholds, you just have infinite guard. That is a pretty unique perk to the Eternity's Edge, just mentioning that. Then you've got, for the armor, 65, too much intellect, terrible. Then we got 62, not really spiky where I want it to be, no thank you. 63, big intellect spike, no thank you. 65, big strength spike, no thank you. Let's check the Hunter. All right, for the Hunter, let's check the sword here. Energy transfer plus on guard, no thank you. Then, oh, okay, honestly, this is a very important armor piece that I think a lot of people might want to pick up this weekend. Now, why is that? Well, it has a massive 24 strength spike. Right now, strength is useless on the Hunters because you can just Gambler's Dodge and get your melee back instantly, so why build strength when you can go and build mobility, right? But in the Edge of Fate, your Gambler's Dodge gives you melee energy back based on your strength, aka melee stat. And the melee builds are going to want to get over 100 strength to then get a melee damage bonus. Like if you're running Liar's Handshake, you're going to want like near 200 melee in the Edge of Fate just to get that melee damage bonus, guys. So again, a lot of people don't have good strength spikes on their Hunter armor. This is a great chance to pick a decent one up. You also have mobility, which again is becoming weapons and so on. So like 67 overall is a great stat line too. So could be a great one to pick up. This one, it does have a strength spike, but 62 is much lower down, so I wouldn't prioritize this one as much. 64 here, recovery, strength's kind of okay. And then 65, recovery, discipline, strength. Actually a pretty decent one. Recovery, again, is turning into class, so giving you your dodge back more often. So again, not a bad one to pick up here, guys. Overall, I think Levi's Breath is a huge pickup for anyone who doesn't have it. And then, yeah, two really good armor pieces, guys. That's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.